Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jackie. I hope you hit that subscribe button to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Hello, long time no see. I feel like I haven't picked up the camera to film a sit down video in a while. I actually haven't uploaded on my YouTube channel for almost a whole year. I guess I took a break. I've been filming videos. I have a few backlogged since February and it's July. So hopefully this motivates me to start editing. I have my laptop in front of me and yeah, that is what has been going on. A few life updates before we get into the book haul. I just got back from vacation. I say that it's been exactly a month since I've been back. So yeah, I went for 2 months. It was great. I spent my 30th birthday. I hopefully will upload some videos from that because I did film a few things. Another life update. I now live on my own here in my apartment. My dad went back to the Philippines and he's not going to be back for a while, so I get the apartment to myself. I'm hopefully going to put some of his stuff in storage so I can like make everything all pretty. This is like my mom's cabinet and my dad's junk is in it, so yeah. That's why you've only just now seen me in the living room, because usually my dad was out here. You only saw the living room pretty much during Vlogmas, but now you'll probably see it a lot more in my videos. So yeah, pretty much that is my life update. Those two major things happened and now we can jump in to the book haul. And yeah, grab yourself a beverage because this is going to be quite a massive book haul. So let's get started. Cheers. I filmed this video once before, but I was blabbering a bit too much, so hopefully I'll cut it down. So speaking of the Philippines, I did a book haul while I was there. So I bought a few books because I went on a book shopping adventure. I took my 2 guy cousins with me and I thought they would be bored out of their mind, but they weren't. So shout out to them for following me around the bookstore for like hours while we browsed books. I did vlog a lot of my book shopping adventures, unfortunately not here on my YouTube channel, but I've been active on my TikTok and Instagram. I've been uploading there all the time now, so you can follow me there if you want to see more from me. So I had the best time. I did that and then I ended up buying some books. I only could buy a few because my suitcase was overweight as it is. Going there, it barely made it. Coming back was the same way. I think I had like a few kilos or like point something kilos before it reached the limit. So I'm glad that I managed to like save my books and I could take it like with me. So yeah, I did have to put one in my carry-on, which was a little overweight, but they didn't say anything, thank goodness. So speaking of this book first, I guess we're gonna tackle this one. I went to Fully Booked in Alabang Town Center. I don't think I've ever been. It's like a Barnes and Noble equivalent. That's what I feel like. It was like 4 or 5 stories, huge. It was like amazing, great views. Like I was so happy with it, and I went in there knowing that I was gonna buy a book. I just didn't know which one because there was so many choices. I ended up getting The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the 3rd book in the Inheritance Games series, so I haven't read it yet, and I think this will motivate me to start reading it because I have all 3 books now. I knew this didn't come in paperback until like maybe the end of the year or next year, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna risk it. I'm going to see if it matches. I was looking at my like phone to see my bookshelf and zooming in to see if like the spines would match. Spoiler alert, it does, so I can show you what that looks like, and it's so cool, all of them together. So hopefully I can get into this series. I know maybe another book might be coming out, so might have to wait for that too, but who knows. I got this, and this had a story behind it. So a lot of books in the Philippines, like when you go there, they're wrapped in plastic, I guess to prevent you from reading it or whatever. You can see this one still in plastic. This one didn't come in plastic. It might have been a return, or they don't know how this got onto the floor. But this was 626 pesos, and since it's like a little dented up and stuff, I asked if I could get a new one or something. They're like, no, we don't have any in stock. I was already like, my flight was in a few days and I didn't have time to wait, and I still wanted the book, so they gave me a 10% discount. So I ended up paying 500 something pesos for it, which I'll put the conversion right here. I already converted it for my TikTok, so I'll put it right there of what it looks like. So ended up getting this, and if 626 is the exact equivalent of $10.99, which is the price on the back of the book, so ended up getting that. I also ended up getting my cousin a book, as well as a book tote. I'll show you the book tote. I'm too lazy to go into the bedroom to get it, but I'll just insert what the book tote looks like. It has like a Dr. Seuss quote. It's so cute. So yeah, ended up getting those two things at Fully Booked when I went. Then I ended up getting 2 more books. These were bought at National Bookstore. I went to a few of their branches, one by my cousin's house, one that was like near my college campus, and like at Alabang Town Center where I went to Fully Booked. So I bought these all on the same day. I was gonna buy more books, like I said, but I just couldn't. So I ended up getting 2 books that were on my wish list instead of books that I just stumbled upon. So I got My Policeman, and as I said, it's still sealed in like plastic and stuff, so I'm trying to keep that good. I got the Harry Styles Amazon movie cover. My obsession with Harry Styles. I was gonna bring this book to the Philippines with me, but I decided against it because my suitcase was already overweight. I was gonna read the book and then watch the movie with my cousin, but we didn't end up doing that because I got the book so late. But I got that, and then I got Happy Place. It was released while I was over there in April, and I was going to buy it here when I came back. I heard it only came in hardcover, and this is a paperback. It is like the same size as the hardcover. It's the export edition, so like other countries ended up getting this version. So it's still pretty great that I got this version, but I'm gonna wait for the other paperback to come in that matches my paperbacks in my bookshelves. So it is really pretty. It's hot pink, my favorite color. I did just finish this book. I did a reading vlog on it. Again, I don't know if it will see the light of day, but I did film me reading this, and yeah, such a good book. I'm glad I picked it up, and good thing when I went that day, this was like my only goal, was to pick up this book, and I managed to go to the first bookstore. They had plenty of copies, so bought that, and this was 784, and that was the sale price. They don't price match, because originally this was $825. Good thing they were having a sale, because it's a bummer they don't like price match to their website. Their website, it was like 783 pesos, which I paid 1 peso more. What's the big deal? But not too bad. Books there aren't as cheap, I feel like here, because here you can get a pretty good like sale, and sometimes you can get books for really cheap. There, it's not much of a savings. It's like an equivalent to how much the book really retails for, but you think you're getting a deal when they have like book sales. So those were the 3 books that I bought in the Philippines. And speaking of book sales, I actually shopped the Target buy 2 get 1 free book sale. I did it last year. If you watched my channel last year, I did so many book hauls, and I was so excited to like add to my library. I still am. I stopped for a while because I got my Kindle, and I was like, I don't need to buy more books. I have a Kindle. That's fine. That slowly went out the window, but I haven't bought books in a long while since I bought my Kindle, so that is a good sign. I took my Kindle with me and I read on there. I'll have to do a video of everything that I read on my Kindle while on vacation kind of video. So now back to what I was saying. I shopped the Target book sale, and Target does not work in the Philippines, so I downloaded a VPN. I shopped the sale, and they would get here like a day before I arrived or something, because the sale was ending like 2 days before I arrived here in LA. So I shopped the sale, and I had them come to my apartment. I had my friend slash neighbor keep them for me, thank goodness, so they were safe. And I ended up getting 6 books, so buy 3 technically, you get buy two, you get one free. So I ended up buying three, and I wanted more, so I bought an additional three. So I have that stack beside me. I did see some of these books in the Philippines, but honestly, they were cheaper here. I paid, I think, a total of like $55 for all of these, which is a pretty good deal, because if not, my total would have been, I think, $80. So see what I mean? Good book sale. So I ended up getting 6 from there. I'll talk you through those. They keep on slipping and sliding. So the first one that I got is Tessa Bailey's Unfortunately Yours. I have her first one, whatever the first one to this series is. So I picked that up. It's such a pretty cover. I love the purple. I heard the vibes of this. It was so good. And then I wanted one book specifically, but I had to get both of them. So I got both Sarah Adams books, When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect. Obviously, I wanted the pretty pink cover of this, and I heard good things about this story, but I hate reading series or books out of order. I have to read them in order. So I picked up When in Rome. I saw some Booktok videos that I did that I kept picking this book up, but I never pulled the trigger. Finally did. It was this book that convinced me. I totally wanted it for the cover, and I heard good things about it. So got those 2 books, and I'm excited to read those. Since I love the cheat sheet, I read that, I think, January or February this year. So do love her books. I got those 2. So those were my first 3, and then we have these 3. First we have Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I read every summer after last year, and I really liked it. So I got this one. Don't really know what this one is about. It's probably like summer vibes again. Can't wait to read this by the pool and stuff. So we got that one. And then we have X's and O's by Amy Leah. I have the first book, Set on You, I believe. Yeah, and I haven't read it yet, but I heard good things about that, and I just bought this because of the cover. Also, I heard this is about like a book blogger, book influencer, and like a firefighter, and I was like, that sounds like my kind of story. So I picked this one up, and I can't wait to read it. And then the last book that I got for free, or whatever the discount was, is Addicted for Now by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I was tempted so many times to buy this at a bookstore in the Philippines, but it was just so expensive. It was more than what you can pay for it here. So yeah, I decided to wait, and I did end up getting a good deal on it. I have the first 2 books, and I really want to get into the series, but before I do that, I have to buy all the books, because I know once like I get into a series that I don't have like the rest of the books, in case it ends on a cliffhanger, I'm gonna be disappointed and angry. So before I started, I'm collecting all the books. I'm hoping the Booktok hype is like real with this one. So I ended up picking that up, and those were the 6 books that I got. I got to open them up. I had a lot of mail when I came back from the Philippines. I can insert like the clip that I had to take of all the things that I bought while I was away. Some were pre-ordered, and then some I just needed for the apartment when I got back. So yeah, I had a lot of packages. It made up for the fact that I was sad that I left my family in the Philippines and came back alone. So shopping and retail therapy really helped me through it. After that Target book sale, there was another one while I was already back, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna pick up some more books. I was just grocery shopping at Trader Joe's, and right next door is a Target, and I was like, I'm gonna pop in for a quick second. Like, you pop in for a quick second at Target, you never do. But I ended up going, and I went to the vinyl section and then the book section right next to it, and I ended up buying 2 more books. So this was the deal of spend $20, you get $5 off. So I ended up getting 2 more books for that deal. I got Ashley Poston's The 7-Year Slip. I loved The Dead Romantics last year. It was such a cute like premise of a story. It was like mystical and magical, and it had romance, and I didn't think I would like it, but I ended up loving that. So hopefully this is like similar to it. It has the same like vibes, of course, it's the same author, but I heard good things about it, and it just seems so fun. Like, she goes in and out of time, and I don't know, I love those kind of things. So I got that. And then we got Once More with Feeling by Alyssa Sussman. I also read her first one last year and I loved it. So these were like I think I bought these two books, but the first versions last year. So I got the Dead Romantics and not Once More with Feeling. What is the first one called? I struggled finding the name. Funny You Should Ask was the first one. I really enjoyed that one. It's such a weird coincidence that I got those two books last year at the same time and then got these two this time. So yeah, they were really cheap. So I ended up also price matching it because the prices went down because it was close to Prime Day. So I got a really good deal on these books as well. So we picked those two up from Target. So I got a lot of Target books. That is mostly where I buy a lot of my books. I also ventured out into a indie mom and pop small bookstore. Mostly it had like used books. My friend slash neighbor that I was telling you about, she's into reading. She just has a different genre to me. She likes thriller, horror, true crime, that sort of situation, and I'm more of a romance girly. But we do love book shopping. We love going to get our coffees. Even though we both don't drink coffee, we get our Starbucks drinks without coffee and just walk around the bookstore, and it's just so much fun. So I got to branch out and look at other books that I didn't really like look at. I usually go for the romance, but like since I was with her, she was like looking at them, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna look too. I gave her the challenge of finding me a book that I don't normally pick up, and she ended up picking this one. This is by Catherine Coulter. It is the Shearbrook Bride. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And it's like one of those pocketbooks that I don't really like end up picking up myself, but she said I should get into more like mystery. I do have a few mystery books, but they're more romance mystery books. This one has a teeny bit of romance, but it's more like a subplot. This is mostly like who did it kind of situation, which I'm excited to try. So I'm filming a taste test vlog where she picked out some books for me, and like books that I normally don't pick up or read. So that is fun. I have a few behind me that I'm working on. So this is one of them. So I got that. And then when I first walked in, this book caught my eye. I had just seen it on Booktok a few days before. I was like scrolling through TikTok, and then I came up across someone who did a book haul with this exact book. It is American Queen by Sierra Simone. I heard it's very spicy. Honestly, I just like the cover and it seems interesting. This one was brand new though, so it was supposed to have been $11, but I got a discount because she had so many points, so I got it for I think $8, so not too bad. This one was like $2 because it was used. It's mostly a used bookstore if I didn't mention it. So this was like, they have a few new books like this one, so I can't wait to read that. And I know it's a series too, so I might have to buy more books to start this. And then last book I picked up was Jennifer Weiner's Big Summer, and this one seems like it's new, but it was a used book. I got it for like $5. I thought it was so interesting. I pulled it out of the bookshelf because of the bright colors, and then I looked at it and I was like, that's cute. And I was on like a summer book kick, and I read the back. It also has like a mystery subplot because this girl is plus size. You know, I love me my plus size characters, the plus size representation, and I gravitate towards them if I see it. So this one is about a girl who goes to like, I don't know if it's Cape Cod or one of those like Hamptons. Oh, it is Cape Cod. I was correct. And she is forced to be a bridesmaid by an on-again, off-again toxic friend. And then the crush she has on this guy, she has a crush on this guy and he disappears. That's what I'm trying to say. And it sounded interesting when I was reading the back. So I had to pick that up. And yeah, honestly, I love the books that I bought that day. I also got a bookmark, but it's in one of my books and I don't want to take it out, but it's really cute. I'll show you that in one of these books if I read it. So that was my used book haul from my shopping adventure. Also, the store is called Bank of Books. Really fun store. It's great. It's in Santa Paula, California, if you want to check it out. Now we move on to Amazon Books, and it is the Calloway Sisters series. So technically it's like the next books to the Addicted series. So once you get through those three, you pick these up. So yeah, as I said, I'm trying to collect them. So we have Kiss the Sky, and then we have Hot House Flower. I heard that Rose Calloway and Connor Cobalt, or yeah, that's a fun name. I heard good things about them, so I can't wait to read about them. And then this one is about Daisy Calloway and White Meadows. I kind of love that. Their names are so fun. I think that's why it's called Hot House Flower. So yeah, I can't wait to like start that series to get to these books after hearing so much good things about them. So yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna buy a book a month from the Addicted series until I complete it. And I think they're getting like published one by one every month. So yeah, got those two from Amazon because that's the only place I can seem to find them. Okay, we have our last book stack, and hopefully that is the rest of the books that I am buying. So I bought quite a bit of books. I bought the first two because of the buy $20 get $5 off situation. So we got those two books. This is Abby Jimenez's Yours Truly. I have Part of Your World. This one seems really interesting, and I don't know. I saw it on Booktok. And then we have Ali Hazelwood's Loath to Love You. These are like a STEM collection of novellas. So I really love The Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain. I read those two. I just wanted to collect Ali Hazelwood's books, and I did, so we got that. And then speaking of which, I did end up buying Love Theoretically. I had those books as pickup, so I wouldn't go to the book section, but my neighbor friend who lives right next door to me was like, you want to go look at the books and get a Starbucks? And the basic bee that I am, I said yes, and we went to Starbucks, looked around Target, and she ended up buying one book. I promised myself I would only end up getting this book if I saw it in store, and I did happen to like find it and stuff. So we got that book because I wanted it. And then while I was browsing, I saw this book. This is so hyped up. Unfortunately, it does not have the pretty sprayed edges. I looked at all the books on the bookshelf, and unfortunately it did not have the sprayed edges, but I really wanted to read this book. This is so hyped up, and I really wanted to see the hype. It has dragons, it has romance, it's fantasy, and I want to be more in my fantasy era. So I picked up Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, and I hope this lives up to the hype because this book was so hard to find. I actually even ordered it in the Philippines, and it canceled my order. The bookshop there and the bookstore here, because they couldn't like get it anywhere. So did end up getting it already, just without the fun sprayed edges. That was my gigantic book haul of everything that I bought over the last few months. And should I go on a book buying ban? Probably should. I have like 2 more books that I want to buy. The next one of the Addicted series / Calloway Sister series, and then one that's being published, and also the Chestnut Spring series. I read it on my Kindle, loved it, so I kind of want to get like all the covers before they go away. Other than that, that was my book haul / life update. Hopefully this video goes up and you'll be seeing more YouTube videos from me. If not, you can follow my TikTok and my Instagram. I'm active there every single day. I post multiple times, so you'll see my face, what I'm up to, my vinyl collection, my book talk, still doing a few fashion videos as well. I do hope you enjoyed watching this long video, and I guess I'll see you again next time. It's been so long since I did a YouTube video. I usually just say bye now because that's what I do in TikTok, and sometimes I don't even say bye, I just end the video. So thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone.